Hey Sammy fam, thank you all for joining us. And hey, if you like the recipes we've been sharing, these food videos, go ahead, like, share, comment. It really helps out and I appreciate it. Today, we're gonna be making a pasta dish to go with this strozzapreti. I don't know how to pronounce it, but I've had this squid ink pasta sitting on my shelf for months. I just bought it because it looked cool. And I finally woke up this morning and said, you know what, we're just gonna make something up simple and delicious to go with it. So step one, I have these little cherry tomatoes. I like them in all these pretty colors, but we gotta wash these off. Nice and clean. Drizzle a little olive oil. And this is not EVOO because we're cooking with it, so don't waste extra virgin on that. Cracked pepper, coarse cracked pepper. And a big old pinch of salt. We're gonna move this to a sheet pan, and that's gonna go into a 450 degree oven for probably around like 10-15 minutes. Just to get some color on these tomatoes. Next up, we have to decase our Italian sausage here. I'm using a garlic and herb sausage, so we got garlic and herbs already mixed in there. I found it tastes really good in like Italian recipes. You know, you could use like a mild Italian sausage or spicy if you're feeling it, but I like the flavor of this and I'm gonna add in a little bit of spice in a minute. I had pepper in my throat. I just love getting to squeeze all this meat out. It's so much fun. Oh, this already smells amazing. This meat is fantastic. Now I had a bunch of garlic and shallots already in the house, so we're gonna mix those in. I'm not chopping too fine. A, because I'm not good at chopping. I'm not good at using a knife. And B, because I want this to be kind of rustic and have some nice texture to it. It's partially why we're roasting our tomatoes and not just like mashing them up into, you know, a soft, completely blended sauce. Ooh, I'm starting to cry. Got these onions in my eye. Okay, that's actually a lot. That's probably enough for our shallot. Let's get some cloves of garlic. I freaking love garlic, so we're gonna use a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll go ahead and make it half dozen, 6. I wish I didn't live in an apartment. Can you compost garlic paper? I feel like I just create so much garlic waste in a week. In a day, I go through so much garlic. I used to buy pre-peeled garlic until my wife and I watched a documentary about garlic production. And we saw video from like a garlic processing factory in China where a lot of American garlic, or garlic sold on American shelves comes from. And there was just an old man biting the peels off garlic, literally just biting the bottom of a piece of garlic and ripping the peel off. And my wife said, "You're not going to buy pre-peeled garlic anymore." And I said, "Okay, baby, that makes sense." This garlic is actually from California, though. Or at least that is what the sign at the store said. I do appreciate those like points of origin signs that some stores have, like Whole Foods. Just kind of nice. I'm just going to use the garlic crusher to crush this into this meat. Get even more flavor in this. I put some water on to boil before I started all this, so it would have a chance to heat up. It sounds like it's just gotten to a rolling boil. So that's great, ready to go. Shouldn't take too long to come together at all. I'm going to add some crushed red pepper. That's going to give us some heat. Some ground black pepper. I just like the flavor of that. And a big pinch of salt. We'll add a tablespoon of butter to this. It's nothing like some good butter on pasta. Okay, we'll go ahead and move this into a pan to start cooking. Break up this sausage, break it up real good. Okay, and we will let this cook, let the fat render out of the pork, let the sausage cook through, and let the garlic and the onions sweeten up just a little bit. We're going to prep some basil, going to be one of the last ingredients we throw in. We need a hearty amount because I love basil and it makes it taste fresh. Just give our basil a rough chop, break it up a little bit. Ooh, it is getting hot in here. The trouble with cooking in the summer, especially when you're recording a video and you have to turn off the air conditioner. It's too loud. Cannot wait for winter. Great, chopped basil. Now we add the zest of a lemon. People often overlook the necessity of adding a little acid to a dish. It really just brightens it up, provides contrast with fatty flavors like the pork, makes it come alive in my opinion. Like this is gonna add so much to the dish when we add it in right at the end. When you zest a lemon, you just wanna get the outer layer. If you zest any one layer or any one part too hard and get into the white, that tends to be a bit bitter flavored. So just give the outside a quick zest. Don't press down too hard. Zest has a lot of flavor, so you don't need much. Next, we need to grate this Parmesan. I got the real deal Parmesan. I thought, why not? We're making something out of real ingredients. Let's get the real imported stuff. A little pricey, but fun and worth it. Let's just take a little sample here. Oh my God. Nutty, but kind of buttery. Savory, but with a hint of sweetness too. This is a good cheese. And remember, you can always save the rind for when you're making that Sunday gravy. Cook it in the sauce for a while and get extra umami flavor out of here. And this will go in at the end too. Perfect, we're ready to go. It smells like our tomatoes are getting some color on them, which is exactly what we want. So we're gonna pull them out and mix them with the meat, the onions, and the garlic. Oh wow, that's beautiful. Let's pour this right in with all the juice. Give that a gentle stir and a gentle mash. I don't want to remove all the texture, but I want to allow them to break up a little bit. Now let's throw our pasta in for about 8 minutes. I'm looking to undercook it a little bit. I love squid ink pasta. It tends to have a little bit of extra saltiness to it, and then just that beautiful black color. Okay, our pasta is almost perfectly undercooked, so we're gonna transfer it into the sauce to finish cooking there to really soak up the flavor. Add in our finishing ingredients, and we'll be good to go. I want to save a little bit of this liquid to go into the sauce. Pasta liquid just helps everything meld together. It really seriously smells like squid. It's kind of awesome. Give this a quick toss. Oh, that is beautiful. Add in our basil, lemon zest, and our Parmigiano Reggiano. Let's turn off the heat and mix this in, and we will be ready to serve up some delicious, strikingly beautiful pasta. I love the way the tomatoes look in this. The black really sets off the color of the tomatoes and the color of the cheese and the basil. Let's grab a plate. Now that's a Sammy Boy size serving. Let's give you guys a close-up of this. I guess it doesn't look like much. It looks a little weird, but to me it looks delicious, but that might just be because I am smelling it right now. And all those flavors smell amazing together. All right, let's give her a try. Sorry about being so sweaty. Again, I had the oven on, 2 burners on the stove on, and the air conditioning off, and it's 80 degrees outside, so doesn't work out well. But the taste of this, I think, worked out very well. Unconventional looking, but simple, fresh ingredients. Paired together carefully and taste amazing. Really simple techniques can serve you really well if you're just aware of basic flavor cooperations, pairings. I have to say, the acidity of the lemon and the tomatoes is really what sets this off. The herby, garlicky, garden flavors of the meat and the basil are amazing, but they would be nothing without that high note of the lemon and the tomato. Especially balancing out the little bit of butter we got going in there, and of course the fat that came out of the sausage. And the subtle seafoodiness of the squid ink pasta. So, so good. And the little bit of cheese. It's that little something extra. That little floral note of a nice Parmesan. Hot. This may not look like much, but it tastes rustic and delicious and made with love. And it would be perfect on a cold fall day. Maybe not a hot summer day. Ooh. I'm gonna go see if I can interest my wife in some, because she has to try this. Thank you for watching, guys. Again, if you like the recipe, if you like the food, please like, comment, and share. Subscribe, follow on Facebook, wherever you're watching this. I really appreciate it, and it really, really does help. Lord, I'm gonna have to take a shower now.